Hey there folks, Neil here.
And I'm Herbie.
And we just got back from...
Too many games!
Too many games. And we figured, you know what? May as well show off what we got. And we got quite a bit.
And let's begin with your haul.
Alright. First off, we're starting cheap with Saints Row, the original Saints Row for the 360. And the reason why I grabbed this is it's becoming increasingly hard to find complete. At GameSlop, you'll only find it in a generic case. You'll never find it complete with the manual. And the only time I ever see it in the wild is in a double pack with Saints Row 2. So for $5, I had to pick it up.
Okay, I picked this game up because it was really nostalgic for me, even though it's kind of a crappy game. Dick Tracy for the NES. I picked it up because it was really, really cheap. It was only $3.
Wow.
But when I got home, I realized I already had it in my collection, and I really should have taken catalog of what I had at home before I
Yoink then.
did any shopping. There's trade bait for you.
Continuing the trend of cheap NES games, Spyhunter for $4. Probably the cleanest Spyhunter cart I've ever seen. And it's a 5-screw.
5-screw.
5-screw for $4. I couldn't pass it up, there's no way.
Next up is Spot, the video game, which I didn't realize it was the one that was a puzzle game. I was picturing in my head the Sega Genesis version that looked really, really good, side-scrolling
Cool
platformer.
Spot.
Cool Spot, but instead I got the one that's like some kind of an Othello clone.
Yeah, yeah.
But at least it's red and green, and I can have pretty Christmas colors in my collection.
Well, I didn't screw up with this one. Boom! Ducktales. Believe it or not, I didn't have this. It's like, it's an NES game everybody should own. I used to own it, and I got rid of it years ago, and trying to find it now is, unless you want to pay like $30 or higher if it's complete, good luck. I got this off of a guy, there was a vendor there that was selling games. He had stacks of games, and there was a lot of stuff that was not priced. And because it wasn't priced, he kind of gave me a deal. I ended up getting this for $11. That's a steal for this game.
Price.
This is one of like the games to own for the NES. Ducktales, $11. Boom. Woo!
Trojan by Capcom, because who doesn't need more protection? And it's a 5-screw, and I needed it for my 5-screw collection. Got you with that one.
Continuing the Capcom trend, Legendary Wings, another Capcom NES title I did not own, and I don't have a sexual joke to go along with this, so sorry.
And continuing the Capcom Classics collection, 1943. Why not? Because it's a great shooter.
Yeah, it is.
And, to cut you off, I also picked up its predecessor, 1942, because more shoot 'em ups the better.
Gonna break away from the Capcom trend for now, although it's gonna return. I had this on Famicom. I always wanted the NTSC cart Urban Champion and 5-screw.
Bam!
And this was $10, which again, a great deal. It's one of those 5-screw games that does not go for a fairly cheap price, but I'm adding to my black box collection ever so slowly.
Tengen Pac Mania, because I really never see this in the wild. I always either see the Pac-Man game and the Ms. Pac-Man game, which the Ms. Pac-Man game, believe it or not, there's a 2-player either co-op or versus mode, but Pac-Mania, I've played it once or twice before in the past, and it's really good.
It is good. Art of Fighting.
Art of Fighting!
The sole SNES game that I bought, I passed up on this at Second and Charles, I think last year, and I ended up getting this one for like $6. So I can't complain about that.
Not bad. Mario is missing.
It really is! I actually got these two together. I got Coraline and a Japanese copy of Street Fighter EX3, and these were $10 a piece, but the guy who was selling these was really awesome, and he could see I really wanted them, so he dropped it down from 20 to 17, which doesn't seem like a lot, but every little bit counts. Anytime I can pocket a little extra money to buy another game is a good thing.
That is an excellent deal. The Bard's Tale. It's a tale about a bard. who grows a tail. Why are we doing this?
One vendor was selling games buy two, get one free up to $10. And I grabbed 3 games that I've been looking for quite some time. A not greatest hits Soul Blade in excellent shape. Dino Crisis 2 complete.
Amazing shape too.
Yeah, it's in really good shape. And Dino Stalker. Obviously 2 of these are made by Capcom. The cool thing is, I paid $35 for this entire lot, and that covers Dino Crisis 2 alone because it's something that even E-Star Land doesn't carry. So all 3 of these lovely games for $35. This was a steal.
You can't beat it.
This next one pisses me off.
Prince of Persia for the NES. One of my favorite games of all time. A friend of mine had it. I used to play it at his house. It was on his computer. I think it was a Commodore 64. Memory escapes me, but I finally have it for my NES.
Because he stole it out from under me. We're coming into the home stretch with this, and this is my second to last find from Too Many Games. This was $20, but it was well worth it because I can't find it anywhere. It is the GameCube exclusive from the creators of Sonic the Hedgehog, Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. And I've been looking for this for quite a while. Again, another one that E-Star Land just doesn't carry, and if you try to buy it on eBay, ha 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 ha. And it is 100% complete for $20. No brainer.
Dig Dug for the Famicom. For some strange reason, it didn't come out here in the States. We got its sequel, but we didn't get the original one.
But you have it now.
I do.
So there you go.
Howdy do. And while we're on the topic of games that we got the sequel to, but not the original, the Goonies for the Famicom never came out here in the States.
It's an excellent game.
We got the ROM to play, but for some strange reason, this game didn't come out here.
This story runs right alongside the movie. It's a great action platformer. I'm actually really jealous of this purchase. He got this for $15. $15. And it is, seriously, if you've never played this and you're a Goonies fan, this is worlds better than what we got with Goonies 2. Even though that game was okay. But this is a great one. And he put it over there because he thinks I'm gonna take it, which I am. Last pickup for me is something that I've been needing for my collection for a very long time. And for the price and for the quality that it's in, that's all I can say. It's Mega Man 4. I'm only missing 1 Mega Man title now to round out my complete NES collection. I'm missing 5. And the prices for 5 there were, yeah, not that great. I have the entire Game Boy collection complete with boxes and manuals somewhere.
Jealous.
But not the NES collection. This cost me $40, but it was worth every penny. The most expensive thing I got at Too Many Games, but it's Mega Man 4.
Worth it.
Yes.
Okay, now this is the piece de resistance
Yeah,
for
it
me.
is.
I'm a huge Zapper game collector. I go out of my way to, if I see a CRT television on the side of the road that's 19 inches or up and will fit in my car,
He takes it.
I take it home and I'm stockpiling them in my basement. I look like an insane person down there with all of these screens stacked up because I want to play the NES Zapper games in their exact entirety, the way that they're supposed to be played.
And you can't do that on today's TVs.
The full experience, just the way it was intended. Now, I've got all but one now. I went to the convention looking for Baby Boomer and Chiller.
Boom!
I got Chiller.
No baby boomers to be found.
No Baby Boomers to be found, but
This,
I got a great deal on. The vendor originally had it for $65. I got it for $60. It needed a little bit of cleaning up and love, but I've got plenty of that to go around. The game is
messed up.
really messed up. I mean, you've got people in stocks, you've got graveyards with zombie hands coming up, you've got monsters and people hanging chains on the walls, and
There's a reason it was unlicensed.
yeah, there's a reason why it was unlicensed. It came out in the arcade,
Yeah. In all its gory
but
glory.
it was in the darker end of the arcade.
Yeah.
But yeah, One more game left to get for my Zapper collection, but for what it's worth, Chiller made my day.
And can I tack on one other thing? There were no baby boomers, and with Chiller, we found out only 2 copies in the entire expo, and the other one was like 90 something bucks, and the guy wouldn't budge on the price. So not only did Herbie get this, one of 2, but he got it for the better price. I'd say it's a win-win-win all around.
But I gotta say, there's a reason why the other one was a lot more expensive.
Why? But that just tells the story of the cart.
I know, it
tells the story of the cart.
I'm never going to remove these stickers because Video Game Exchange, the name of the place where it was rented from. And I'm sure this moved on to another rental shop called Red Giraffe. That is part of this cartridge's history. And
there were no stickers on the label.
Yeah.
That's what mattered. There were no stickers on the label and everything else is on the back. And at first he was like, oh, I don't know. And I said, you know, grab it. It doesn't matter. It's all on the back. It tells a story. I mean, I have a copy of Werewolf for the NES, and on the back of that cart is a sticker for a rental store from Jamaica. How? But I didn't get rid of it. And I told him not to get rid of these because this is just too good.
I just thought of something hilarious. Okay, this has 2 rental shop stickers on it. Could you imagine a parent that rented this game for their kid, brought it home, they popped it into their NES, and then immediately it gets back into the box and taken back to the rental shop with the parents unbelievably angry. What the hell did you make me rent my child?
And then they got rid of it and moved it onto another store.
It is a cursed cartridge. Would you like to give it a try?
That makes it even better.
Oh yeah, it's got a story. It's got a history to it. So, yeah. And
the biggest find from Too Many Games between the 2 of us, without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
And there you have it, folks. That's what we picked up this year at Too Many Games, and I think we did fairly well.
Oh yeah.
I gotta say, I knew there were gonna be a lot of games, but there were just too many games. Too many. Anyway. Yeah. And if you enjoyed this video, then please consider subscribing to us, as well as following us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for watching. I Will Always Love Video Games. See you next time.